If you're on a weight loss journey, then you've probably heard the same old generic advice: eat less, move more, the math is simple. While creating a calorie deficit along with plenty of exercise will cause weight loss, many people are overlooking the one hormone that could be sabotaging or altogether stalling their progress. It's not a simple calories in versus calories out. Your body is a machine, it's a complex system regulated by hormones that influence everything from hunger, fullness, energy levels, cravings, metabolism, and fat storage. The truth is, many Americans are experiencing some degree of weight loss resistance, and more specifically, insulin resistance. When insulin resistance develops, those signals can become disrupted, making it much harder to lose weight, even when you're eating clean and cutting calories. So, what exactly is insulin resistance, and what can you do about it? Let's break it on down in this video. Insulin is a hormone made by your pancreas. Its main job is to help move sugar or glucose from your bloodstream into the cells where it can be used for energy. Think of insulin like a key. The glucose is trying to get inside the cell, and the insulin unlocks the door. When your body is functioning properly, this process works smoothly. However, when you become insulin resistant, your cells stop responding properly to insulin. Basically, your key no longer works efficiently. And so, this is insulin beating on the walls of your cells to come in. In response, your body starts producing more insulin to try to force glucose into that cell. Over time, this can lead to things like higher insulin levels, hormonal imbalances, difficulty losing weight, increased cravings, energy crashes. And it's important to understand you can have insulin resistance even if your blood sugar looks normal. Because this condition develops quietly for years and sometimes with or without showing outwardly symptoms, the standard blood tests are the most reliable method for an accurate diagnosis. Now, sometimes the signs are subtle, so you may feel inflamed, puffy, exhausted, but some of the more physical common symptoms that may show up looks like things like stubborn belly fat, feeling hungry constantly, fatigue after meals, brain fog, skin tags, darkening of the skin around the neck or the armpits, heavy or irregular cycles, or difficulty building muscle. This is why you can have symptoms of insulin resistance, but on the lab work, when your doctor runs your routine blood test, everything appears to be healthy. This is because most standard checkups only test for your fasting glucose or your A1C. Both of these can come back normal, but underneath the surface, your high insulin levels are quietly driving fat storage, cravings, and fatigue. If you want to be sure your insulin levels are in good range, then you will want to have your doctor run these specific blood panel tests: your fasting glucose, fasting insulin, A1C, and your lipid panels. Now, both your fasting glucose and fasting insulin is used to calculate your HOMA-IR score. This will give you a good look at the amount of glucose in your blood and how much insulin your pancreas is producing to keep it there. While ranges can vary by lab and population, a score below 1.0 is generally considered optimal, while anything above 1.9 to 2.9 suggests early to significant insulin resistance. Should you find out that your score comes back on the not so positive end, know that it's not too late, and because you've been able to catch it early on, you're in a much better position to reversing it before it turns into pre-diabetes and then full-blown diabetes. Early intervention is so important because it allows you to lower insulin levels before they stress your pancreas to the point of permanent cell burnout. The damaging effects of long-term insulin resistance allows for fat to build up in the liver and the abdominal organs, which blocks normal metabolic function and makes the condition much harder to treat. So the earlier you catch it, the better. Ultimately, insulin resistance is a sign of your body adapting to stress, environment, habits, inflammation, and poor lifestyle patterns. With the right support, your body can become healthier, stronger, and metabolically healthy again. So, if you are wanting to improve your insulin resistance, improve your insulin sensitivity, then you need to be focusing on the following things. You need to be prioritizing protein and fiber at every meal, walking after your meals, improving your sleep, reducing stress, strength training, building muscle. All of these things will help to increase your insulin sensitivity, and it's not an overnight thing. It's definitely going to take some time, but if you have the right protocol, the right routine, then you can be on your way to better health. If this video helped you understand insulin resistance better, be sure to check out the insulin resistance series this month, where I will be dropping weekly videos on everything you need to know about this topic. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content on healthy living, faith, and fitness. Thank you so much for watching.